begin by saying Afri, Afri. Saima, Afri. Selina, Afri. Imran Bhai, Afreen. Ikra, Afreen. Rabia, Afreen. Umair, Afreen. Every one of you, part of the public diplomacy initiative, Afreen. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of this initiative, and thank you for doing this for Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the Foreign Office. I welcome you to this cultural diplomacy event, first of its kind in collaboration with Coke Studio. I'd like to thank participants who've traveled from different places of the country to be here this evening with us. Your participation is very encouraging. Ladies and gentlemen, the Foreign Office, and this is my second innings at the Foreign Office, is a great institution. It's an institution that has served this country very well. When I look at the strength of my officers, 491 in all, and I compare that to my eastern neighbor with a strength of 978 officers, when I look at my budget of $142 million and compare it to the budget of my eastern neighbor, which is $2.4 billion, foreign officers, you've done a great job for Pakistan. And thank you. When I took office in August 2018, I came with a mindset to modernize this great institution, introduce new tools, and introduce a new innovative approach for diplomacy. The world has changed, and we have to adapt to the new realities around us. This institution has to deliver for Pakistan. It has in the past, and I am confident it will in the future. I am sure with the application of new tools and this new innovative approach, we will achieve our foreign policy objectives. We will enhance Pakistan's space and presence globally. I've launched Vision for an Office, and this is to inculcate a spirit of dynamism and innovation. Today, this event is a partnership. It's a partnership between Coke Studio and the collaboration of the public and the private sector, joining hands to project the true image of Pakistan. I've traveled, I've had the honor of representing my country all over the world, and I know what Pakistan is and how we are perceived, at times misunderstood. Perhaps to an extent it's our failing. We haven't reached out enough. We haven't told the world what we stand for, what our values are. And inshallah, through this public diplomacy initiative, I intend to take Pakistan to different regions of the world and tell the world what we are all about. Ladies and gentlemen, this synergy between the public and the private sector, inshallah, and this partnership will project and celebrate Pakistan's incredible soft power. We have tremendous, we've just not been able to project ourselves. In line with vision, my vision, FO, I've focused on 3 areas: digital diplomacy, cultural diplomacy, this is one event, and economic diplomacy. I'm delighted to see some of the faces here this evening who have contributed in this new thought process, who are part of my team, and I recognize members of the cultural diplomacy team here, and I recognize members of the digital diplomacy team here. Thank you for being here. I think in the days ahead, we have a lot of challenges. We have a challenge to project our narrative. It's very important. It's important because once again, we could be in the eye of the storm. Developments in the region are concerning. And it's important that the world understands what Pakistan stands for. This event, as Samia said, is being streamlined live right now. So I'd like to welcome the Pakistani diaspora abroad who have linked and connected with us. Thank you. Thank you for doing a great job for Pakistan. And ladies and gentlemen, let me also share with you. This year, our Pakistani overseas community has remitted the largest amount to Pakistan. Pakistan's history. We have far overtaken the total exports of Pakistan. That is the strength of the Pakistanis abroad that we have failed to tap. And inshallah, the plan that I have, I will connect with them. I will engage with them. And inshallah, they will be in partnership with the Foreign Office of Pakistan to project the true image of Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, our shift from geopolitics to geoeconomics is a manifestation of a new mindset that I want to bring into the Foreign Office. And why do I want to do that? Because I've realized to achieve the foreign policy objectives of Pakistan, we need economic strength and we need economic stability. The strength of our foreign policy will be linked to the strength of our economy. And for that, economic diplomacy is very important, which I've introduced, and gradually the foreign officers of the Foreign Office are beginning to understand what I'm trying to share with them. And I tell them, this concept is larger than exports and imports. It's a concept. It's a larger concept. And they, as captains in their embassies abroad and their missions abroad, have an important role to play to project Pakistan, to portray the correct image, to attract investments into Pakistan, and to promote trade. In my view, we have now new tools available. And with these new tools, our engagement has become a lot easier. For example, with Zoom technology, I've been engaging with our ambassadors abroad, in Africa, in America, in Europe, and giving them goals that they need to achieve. We've set up performance indicators, and we'll judge the performance of our officers on those key performance indicators. We have capable people, but we have to look at the right person for the right place. And inshallah, we will do that. Just to give an example, how economic diplomacy and how Foreign Office can contribute. In 2019, when I came into the Foreign Office for the second time, I realized the most neglected continent was the African continent. Our presence over there was limited. Our engagement was limited. We had contributed to their independence movements, and yet our presence was limited. And here is a continent with over 1 billion people, a continent of the future where we have no presence. So, we've opened, and we're in the process of opening 5 new missions there. We're in the process of upgrading 2 missions over there. And just to give an example, how things can happen if you take the right initiative. In this Engage Africa initiative of ours, the Foreign Office, in collaboration with the Ministry of Commerce, organized the first trade and investment conference in Nairobi last year. And you'll be happy to learn that in 1 year, our trade with Africa went up by 7%. And inshallah, on the 16th of July, we will be going to Tashkent to engage with the Central Asian republics with another conference and engaging with these landlocked countries close by, and with improved connectivity, the potential and the markets available over there, you can just imagine the impact it can have for Pakistan's economic growth. Ladies and gentlemen, I have realized that as Foreign Minister, it is impossible for me to meet every officer. And the structure is such that many officers, young and bright, I will never get to see. They might have ideas, but they will never reach me. So I have introduced and launched an app called FM Direct. Every officer of the Foreign Office can connect with me directly through that app. Technology, this is available now, and they can share their thoughts and their ideas anonymously. And if they're good ideas, we will love to learn from them. And I'm sure we have many junior bright officers who would like to be recognized for their talent. FM Connect is another initiative that we have taken, and this is opening up the Foreign Office. Opening up the Foreign Office to different stakeholders, academia, think tanks, to get a fresh perspective. Obviously, I get a very professional viewpoint from our officers, but it's always important to get the other side, to hear the other side and see what they're saying, and to get an honest feedback. I'm inviting people on a regular basis for coffee mornings. They come, they mingle in an informal gathering, we chit chat and we share ideas. And through those ideas, we can improve, in my opinion, the workings of the Foreign Office. Foreign Ministers Advisory Council. I've set up an advisory council, and that has been a very useful forum. People have contributed. People have been critical. People have pointed out things that we've overlooked. And I've also benefited, and I have to thank, and there are a number of faces sitting here, our former foreign secretaries. And thank you to all of you. You take out time. Whenever I've invited you, you've been very generous with your time. You come to the Foreign Office, this is your institution. People like me come and go, but you have given your life to this institution. And you have institutional memory that I can benefit from. And thank you for being available, and thank you for giving me the support that I've received from you. I wanted to recognize and acknowledge your support. Ladies and gentlemen, Coke Studio is undeniably Pakistan's greatest cultural export. Our culture, our music, our poetry, our values, our Sufi tradition. That tradition that talks of love, that talks of humanity, that talks of tolerance, is the tradition that we belong to, that I belong to. I'm proud of that heritage, and I'm proud of that tradition. And that is the true face of Pakistan. That is the true image of Pakistan that I would want people to understand. Jinnah's vision, Iqbal's dream, is what my leader Imran Khan and my party Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf stands for. And that is what we need to project through our public diplomacy initiative. In conclusion, I would like to thank you, sir, Fahad, the Vice President of Coca-Cola Pakistan, your marketing director, who was certainly a marketing man, and I saw him perform. He did a great job. I want to thank you for sharing what we believe in. What I believe in is that diplomacy and music can build bridges, can bring people together and create a better understanding. Thank you for doing that. COVID-19, ladies and gentlemen, and the tragedies associated with COVID-19 has taught us one thing, and that is we cannot build walls to secure ourselves. We have to promote understandings, we have to share, and we have to care. And I'll conclude by saying that this event, to the diplomats who are present here, thank you for coming. I know it's hot, but thank you for coming. There's a message for you in this event. And the message is very clear. And you can tonight sleep with a lot of comfort and ease. You can be at ease with yourself, and that is the Foreign Office of Pakistan, High Commissioner Turner, is not advocating Talibanization of Pakistan, because we advocate different values. And inshallah, my government and my leader and my party will protect the values of Pakistan, the values that we stand for, the values our ancestors stood for, the values of Tehreek-e-Pakistan. And inshallah, together, with conviction, with the people of Pakistan and the 9 million overseas Pakistanis collectively, that we are now connected. I'm connected with them directly through this FM portal that we've launched, and they can register their complaints on how to improve the council services that the Foreign Office is providing to them. My message is, inshallah, collectively we will build a Naya Pakistan, a new Pakistan. Thank you.